How to stop avoiding conflict. What it really looks like. I was very curious to know. Conflict avoidance is a type of people-pleasing behavior. I've been guilty of the same. That typically arises from a deep-rooted fear of upsetting others. I'm sure you can relate to this. Hi, my name is Jyotika Bedi. I'm the founder of Happiness of Love. Many of these tendencies can be tracked back to growing up in an environment that was slightly dismissive or even hypercritical. No judgment on anyone. People who respond to conflict this way often expect negative outcomes and find it very, very difficult to trust other person's reaction. I've been there. That's why I do the work that I do at Happiness is Love. In other words, asserting your opinion can seem scary or unnerving. I've been there. I know how it feels. You prefer to be seen as a nice person at work, at home. For example, you may shy away from open, healthy conflict so as not to rock the boat, not to stir the pot. Is that you? In a relationship, this can look like going silent on your partner, withdrawing love, withdrawing connection, withdrawing communication, changing a subject, or enduring uncomfortable situations instead of expressing issues honestly, openly, and freely. Here are more examples of how this may manifest for you as it did for me. Stonewalling or denying an issue exists by completely dismissing or ignoring it. Fear of disappointing others. Deliberately sidestepping conversation. Silently resenting unresolved issues. So why it's not helpful? Let's understand. When we avoid the slightest disagreement, we are compromising our true feelings and storing up frustration that can end up negatively impacting our health. This happened to me. One 2013 trusted study source found that bottling up our emotions only increases our risk of premature death and diseases like cancer. Laughing nervously or plastering a fake smile on our face instead of actually acknowledging unpleasant, distressing emotions can also lead to feelings of loneliness and sometimes depression. Being conflict avoidant also impacts our relationships because we're cutting off all honest conversation or communication with other people. And I did that and it did not serve me. While avoidance sometimes seems like the best way to deal with a conflict, I understand that, I get that. However, in the long run, it ends up only harming our bonds, our intimacy, and our relationships. So what are some of the strategies that I've also used for overcoming this? And I'd like to share with you. Recognize any one of the signs in yourself first. And I would like to share tips that will help you deal with this issue more assertively. How I've helped myself and I'm helping others. Reframe confrontation. Disagreeing with someone doesn't necessarily mean fighting. Keep in mind that it's not about blaming or judging the other person or proving who's right or wrong in a given situation. You can learn to be kind at the same time. Conflict resolution is about standing up for yourself, communicating what you feel, when you feel angry, and expressing it in a healthy, respectful manner. It's also about ensuring that problematic issues, like the one with, for example, your co-worker, are dealt with so they don't happen again and again in the future. For that, you need to build skills. You need to make a proper plan. You need to learn healthy communication. Having a plan set before a confrontation helps you to feel more prepared in the moment. So believe me, it requires practice. Rehearse concise points you'd like to get across to maybe a boss, a partner, a colleague, a child if you're a parent, so that you feel more confident when addressing them. Make sure you practice what you will say and the how. Clearly define what you'd like to resolve before the confrontation. What helps me is to write down factual responses to use when needed. I worked late for the past 2 weeks while my co-workers didn't turn in their share of the research. There's always a better way of communicating. Use your senses to quickly release stress. Stay centered in a distressing situation by focusing and drawing upon all your sensory toolbox Sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. This is hard, but can be done. This will allow you to remain relaxed and in control of yourself during those testing moments. Make sure that your senses are in sync. If you're a visual person, just like me, for example, you can relieve stress by closing your eyes and imagining soothing images that can help you feel more centered. Similarly, if you're more comforted by smells, you can keep an essential oil on your hand to take a quick whiff of when you're feeling anxious. These things are very powerful, very simple, but have a great impact on your well-being. Recognize and manage your feelings. Being aware of how your emotions impact you can help you gain a greater understanding of yourself and help you manage other people's emotions as well. Before confronting someone, try examining and questioning your feelings. Instead of trying to sedate emotions like anger, sadness, fear, try looking at them through the lens of self-compassion and allowing yourself to see your own negative thoughts with compassion and empathy. This comes with practice, conscious effort. It's hard work, but the most rewarding work. You can try practicing following affirmations that I apply every day and help my family. It's okay to feel however I'm feeling at this moment. My emotions are valid. I have every right to feel this feeling. I'm worthy and deserving of being heard. All of my experiences, good and bad, give me the space to grow. This feels uncomfortable right now, but I will be okay. Resolve issues in real time rather than endlessly ruminating and allowing conflicts to fester in your head. Try taking a more assertive and more firm approach. You can start by stating the issue non-emotionally and using fact-based sentences. For example, I have an example for you. It appears I worked very hard on this project and yet my name was left out of the presentation. Always a better way of asserting yourself, being heard respectfully. Avoid being accusatory or tone or defensive when approaching the co-worker who took all the credit for your work. So what you say and how you say it has to be in sync. You have to come from a place of respect. Instead, say, I'd appreciate it if going forward, we use both our names on the project and include each other on all our emails to our supervisor. Isn't this an effective and a positive way to communicate instead of planting blame or judgment? The bottom line, some form of conflict is a normal, healthy part of our personal and professional lives. How we fight matters. How quickly we resolve our fight matters. While it's okay to never be completely comfortable with confrontation, I'm not, so I understand. Being able to resolve issues effectively means accepting it as a healthy, important part of our lives. And it helps us learn and grow because there's opportunities to grow. So remember that disagreeing provides deeper understanding and makes it easier to connect and bond with our friends, our partners, our co-workers, and our children. Learning how to confront someone assertively won't happen overnight. However, you can still take small steps each day, little by little, towards feeling more comfortable, facing your fears, and speaking up for yourself in a respectful manner. Are you scared of conflict too? I want you to be honest with yourself. Let us know in the comment below. And out of all the strategies and tips I have shared with you, if you found one useful, let me know how you will apply it in your personal and professional relationships. If you're struggling still, we are here for you because we care, and we are here because at Happiness is Love, we truly believe that together we are stronger, together we are better, and together we're building ourselves, each other, and a better future. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep inspiring. Stay tuned for more.